If you remember the line of Cain back in chapter 4, it developed into an entire culture. It had food production, it had industry, it had arts, it had all of these things, and yet it was devoid of God, and therefore it was only evil continually. So let's compare that to America. We have arts, we have movies, we have music, and in fact we export them to the entire world. We produce enough food in America where we can export it to the whole world. I've lived in countries around the world. I've visited many countries, and I can tell you that I have seen American movies all over there. You hear American music on every channel around the world. You eat American food all over the world. And we also have industry. Again, we export our industry to the whole world. When I was overseas, people craved American products. All the things that the world had at this period in Genesis, we also have here in America today. And we even have enough of it to export beyond our borders. But just because we have a praiseworthy culture does not mean that it is properly directed to a relationship with God. When the intent of our actors is to promote a secular agenda, it is evil, even though their acting might be extraordinary. When the intent of musicians is to increase perversion, it is evil, even if their music is complex or stimulating or relaxing or notable in any other way. When the intent of the government in food distribution is to promote an evil political agenda, the fact that people are fed becomes irrelevant to the greater moral issues. This is the state of the pre-flood world, where every intent of the thought of the people was only evil continually. And this is the state that America and the world is rushing headlong into, even as we boast of the great culture in which we live. The reasons that are behind our actions are as important, if not more important, than the actions themselves. And God knows both of them intimately. As it says in the Bible, He searches the hearts and minds. As Matthew Henry wisely said once, wickedness is then great when great men are wicked. Or as the ancient proverb that David quoted in the book of 1 Samuel says, wickedness proceeds from the wicked.